Björn Liver joins Saro Avia. Björn Liver moved from the Jersey Stars last year to the Durban. He just played the one game for the Jersey Stars. He's a big hitter of the ball. It's a long way. He's done well in the Northwest. He's itching to get off the markers. Let's go for the next run is Saro Avia. Just having a look at this dismissal. The first time that Dale Steyn has dismissed Alex Hales in T20 cricket. That's the fifth match he's bowled against him. Does end the over, 1 for 1.
Power play, and firmly in that, the stage of the game for the Cape Town Blitz and for the Durban Heat with ball in hand for Andre Nokia.
Andre Nokia announced himself for the MSL last year, did get an injury though. Played a few games up front. Rushed a couple of batters, does bowl at good pace, and since then he's had the opportunity to play for South Africa. Did get injured though before the Men's World Cup this year. Was selected in the 15 and then had a hand injury and couldn't play. Driving straight. Mid-on was wide and wide enough.
A nice option. It's come off the hand at 144 kilometers, probably left it at about 150. That's probably what Hales could have done a bit better. Yes, maybe popped on him a little bit. The length is different, but the option of maybe trying to play with the full face of the bat with extra pace on. On the middle are wide, so Albert gets off the mark with the boundary.
Towards the leg side. The fielder is there, an attempt, a good attempt, just not enough.
He's gone full, he's been hit down the ground, he's tried to hit the deck now. It's an excellent effort by Yanuan Malan, coming round the boundary at deep backward square leg. And it's a lovely pickup. Just there, he believes he can go with the one hand, it just evades him, it goes for 4.
Going after it again. Well, he's taking advantage of the power play at the moment. It's just the two fielders out. Is this the right length from Nokia?
A trifecta of 4s. That's good control again. Targeting the hip. He is able to open up the right hip. Hit it through the line. Andre Nokia. Perhaps is just erring in too many lines and lengths right now in the power play. Once a batting side decides to put the foot down and maybe target a particular bowling, then you're scrambling now. 12 runs off this over as the field change is brought about. Third man comes into the circle, deep backward square leg and a cow corner.
Didn't matter. Change of the field, didn't matter as he puts it into the crowd. That's a big hit.
That's on the road, Natalie Tumanis. It sits up right in the slot and he says, thank you very much. Oh yes, get the balls out. The umpire, replacement balls, that's not coming back. Meters. 18 off the over, And now it's time to replace the balls. Definitely, that's on the road.
Reserve umpire will come out. They've got to change the ball. It's disappeared. It went 95 meters, and if it has hit the road, it's kept going.
There you go. Just the one dot ball, and the rest of it boundaries. It's a closer look at why we have a little bit of halted play. Wow. Only watch it sail away over the roof. If you would remember Yuvraj Singh on this particular ground to Stuart Broad, that would be similar. A lot of balls ended up in that part of the ground. See now, he's just, well, I don't think he's listening to Wild Riaz there. Or I'm saying, well, you go wide, well, I've just gone for 18. Just leave me alone. I'm just trying to get out of this over.
They had brought out the box of balls, and it looks like they may have found the right ball. Maybe she's been able to get that one back. It's just 1.5 overs old, so still very new. And look here, under real pressure. Having a good look at this ball though, just to make sure maybe it's not damaged.
Definitely damaged. Definitely.
I think Heinrich Nokier's ego might be a bit damaged too.
Well, he's got one ball left in this over. What he did last year was bowl full and straight at high pace. Don't worry about hitting the pitch here because it's just sitting up. It's quite slow.
The outside edge, but fuller this time around, but a big over, 19 for 1. Festive crowd in, enjoying themselves as they should. Should be a very interesting chase though. Had the wicket of Alex Hales. No doubt Hayton Blitz would have been very happy with that. He's an explosive batter and very dangerous. But since then, it's been all about Vian Libba. Can Dale Steyn maybe change things around here? Driving in the air, but it's placed well enough. Good fielding.
What an over to get things started for the Heat. That was the only dot ball at that stage. This was a good option down the ground. And this was maybe a half chance. The field in the deep made a good effort diving away to his left. That was a good shot. And then this one was just in the slot. Ended up outside of the ground. Confusion.
Dale Steyn, I don't think he realised where the batter was. He wasn't looking at the batter, he had his back to him. I don't think he realised how short he was of his ground. Maybe didn't 100% collect the ball by the stumps. Just having a look at that last ball, tapping it away to the leg side. The non-striker had come a long way down. Dale Steyn collected the ball and didn't realise the batter was out of his ground.
How many of errors? Just perhaps, as you say, rightfully not aware of where the batter was and probably thought it made his ground. Brave hitting the ball on the surface. Just Almost there, Dalo. Go! He wasn't even in the frame.
Missed opportunity. Be something significant, especially the way Viandebe is going at the moment. A big hitter of the ball. We've seen that already. He made 102 last season for Northwest off just 36 deliveries against Limpopo.
He struck the ball really well. I think that's what obviously the conversation is. It's almost, I'm not sure if you'd call him a pinch hitter because I think he's actually a good player. But it's just direction from Villas and Derricus to say, you know what, go out there, it's the Powerade power play, and have a good time. If it's in your slot, you just go after it. Doesn't come off. Nobody in that particular shot. Staying. Sticking to his guns, hitting the pitch hard. Ground team delivery.
It's a good run, but it's a good over from Dale Steyn. 3 overs gone, 24 for 1. Start to this chase of 175. Original required run rate 8.75. It's now 8.88. It's just popped up a little bit after that last over from Dale Steyn, which was economical. 24 for 1 it is after 3. Viandebe already a very good start. And we look here, it's first over. Really, really quick to be taken out of the attack because of the runs that had come from it. So Wahab Riaz now with his left armers, very experienced. Wahab Riaz played all around the world. Good to have in your armory. Great start.
So when you go for 18, first over there, I'm not sure if you're a captain, you're saying, well, do I give you another one, or do I go to what is a loaded bowling attack and bring Wahab Riaz on with a different type of action and obviously left armour? What sort of message is that sent to him? Yes, he's got an over wrong. Maybe bring him on after the power play is done. Indicating that it's just come off the pad or the trousers, so not called wide. Andre Nokia, first over, was one where I think he just looked to hit the pitch. He didn't really have a plan B. So 2 dots in that over, 4 deliveries for 18 runs.
Just a little short. Excellent fielding though. It's just steered away to the leg side.
It's part of the game when you want to win a T20, your fielding also has to complement your bowling. Even when it isn't quite going your way, that presence in the field, good chatter, good movement. Man, he's a live wire. Evolved up to this point.
Quick between the wickets. We saw a bit of that when he was batting. very innovative. Doesn't really play the conventional shots. Gets on with it. Flicking it away. Quite getting hold of it, but somehow manages to squeeze it out towards backward square leg for 4. Wow, Brio smiles.
Looks to push it into the leg stump of the left-hander. Extra bit of pace, and bowls quickly. So just flicks it off the pads. There's extra pace available. Dale Steyn's not happy with that delivery. And the deep cannot make his way around to prevent the boundary.
Oh, I didn't expect that. It rushed him. It's quite short, dug it in, showing his frustration.
Shorter delivery, well directed. There's one thing about Arias, sometimes he's really trying hard, pushes that front line. He's so careful, especially when a team has started so well. I want to be giving them free hits in this Powerade power play.
A slow ball, he's picked it up pretty well. It'll just be the single to end of the 4th over, 31 for 1. Over from Wahabrias. 7 runs coming from it. 31 for 1 it is at the moment. Big target. Required run rate now 9 and over. And there'll be a change of bowling after a couple of good overs from Dale Steyn up front. He's 2, 1 for 6 he got. Now Sasanda Magala will come in. He's had 5 wickets so far in the tournament this year. He's been good for Blitz. Across, and again just somehow found a gap on the leg side.
Not good bowling, not the way you would have wanted to start, Magala, but I think previous over from Wahabrias did the very same thing, looking to bowl at the stumps. This is a slightly slower delivery, but it has enough on it as the batsman puts pace with his hands, swinging it through the leg side. That's a bigger part of the ground. We'll pick up 4.
Driving in the air and just out of the reach. Got his hand to it, couldn't grab it.
Liam Livingston, I think that is. Yes, it is. Jumping away to his left, going with the one hand. It's all about timing when you're trying to take these catches. When you go, when you get the hand up. And I think he's done it perfectly there. It just had not stuck.
He's not happy with himself. It was a really good effort. Just manages to find the gap again. Stroke play at times difficult where it's just not quite coming on.
If you're going to assess at how the bowlers have bowled, I think Dale Steyn sort of stands out alone. Gala, Wahabrias, and Andre Nokia have just gone a bit in the favour of these two left-handers, bowling to their strengths. It's just short and they're able to play through the leg side, or it's too full and they're helping it along its way. There's something different now. They're attempting the Yorker, stumps. Seam up delivery on that occasion. His very first ball that went for 4, he bowled a slower ball. try go to his strength.
Durban lead though at the moment ahead of Cape Town Blitz, where they were at the same stage, 29 for 1. Durban lead now 38 for 1, so a little bit ahead. They want to be that way all the way through. Cape Town Blitz had a slightly slower start than they might have wanted. From there on, kept the run rate over 8 and over all the time. Quinton de Kock wants a change in the field. He's changing the leg side. He only have the two fielders out. He's got fine and square leg.
Well, he's changed it twice because he sent the man out to cow. Now he's decided to bring him back in, then bring fine leg in.
It's in the air again. Just not going to the fielders.
So lastly, just prior to bowling, there's too many ideas, I think, that are going through the bowler and the captain. Finally came in, went out, now went back, and it's obviously now, what is your plan? What are you happy with? Saying he's happy now. He's happy with his third man is out. So it's deep backward square leg.
Nice looking drive, and it'll be a dot ball. 8 runs off the over, 39 for 1.
On the 5 overs so far in the power play, they're ahead of where the Cape Town Blitz were. They were 35-2. Joining Ed Redsford is Dane Pitt. More of your dancing, Ed.
Given a second over. This one went for 7, Wahab.
We saw a little bit of this in the first over. Doesn't get away with it.
It's quite difficult for Wahab Riaz to get the ball to straighten to the left-hander because of his action is always either going across the right hand or into the left-hander. So in this particular, he's just got to try and open up, and it's a fraction, just to get it a little bit straight up, and it'll go across or hit the top of off.
Better length. Just remember that Vian Libber has the fastest 100 in South African domestic cricket, 33 balls. Prefers the leg side.
Yeah, I think that 100, out of the 33 balls, 30 probably went through the leg side. Played against him on the domestic scene. He does give the ball a whack. He favours the leg side, that's for sure. He tries to shuffle inside the line of the ball and takes it through the leg side. SJ would love batting with Vian. It would allow him to get into things. He was quite nervous, not playing since the end of last year. So this will be perfect for for SJ, where he could just allow himself to get going. The way that Vian's taken it to the Cape Town Blitz bowling attack.
Yeah, they don't need to panic because it's last over the power play. He's an experienced bowler, Wahab. Knows exactly what to do. That's why. Clever bowling, back of a length, not making it easy, mixing it up here and there. Ed, you right again.
I just feel that it's a small adjustment of just opening the right shoulder a fraction in it, and it'll just go through or over that off-stump region. Whereas before, I think he just closed himself off and continued to angle it down the leg side.
And that last ball was 147 kilometres, so just starting to get a bit of a head of steam up.
So now it's just a little change in momentum, slightly. Blitz have started to just get some dot balls in, work themselves in. Remember, it was just the one over. A lot of effort going into the action, maybe the momentum just carrying him over, not able to adjust his balance at the crease. But remember, it was just the one over that went for 18. That's got the Heat into a very good position.
I think what the Heaters, the Blitz have done pretty well here is change their lengths to Vian. He doesn't know what's coming.
A little bit of a misfield will allow them to just get that single.
That's Greg. When he has him at his disposal, he bowls left arm orthodox and right arm orthodox. So with the two lefties in,
Say that
he doubles
again?
up.
Pardon? Yeah, I was just going to say, just say that slowly.
Left arm orthodox.
No, not that one.
The other one, right arm orthodox.
The name.
Greg.
Oh, he just gets not enough of it. So a dot to finish the power play. It's 43 for 1. Three for 1 then. Power play finish, power play, and they're dancing. They think they're in a good position, the Durban Heat fans.
Get another opportunity. First one was a bit of a disaster. 18 fit. Feel that maybe Andre not yet gone away from his strength a little bit. He would really well last season was go at the stumps at high pace.
What a shot. Full and wide. Good timing from Libba.
Yeah, that's pretty wide. Vian Libba's actual off stump is a bit too wide for him. He feeds off width, and that's just perfect in his element. He's going to put that away. I'm just surprised that Anna hasn't tried around the wicket trying to tuck him up at that length that Ed spoke about earlier.
46 partnership now as well, just off 33 deliveries. What he's got to do is just bring his length back. He seems to be going a little bit too full for me. If I was working with him, I would be saying, hang on, okay, you've got pace. I know that he got a lot of wickets, as you said, last year bowling straight, but you can't just bowl straight and full. I'd be trying to look the top of the bails. That's what I'd be saying to him.
I do agree with you. Just looking at how Lubba bats, it looks as if the feet go nowhere. He's really trusting his hands, and so anything slightly short he's picking up. And looking to give himself room in that situation. So for me, I'm trying to probably hit his back heel.
Yeah, they're the two options. I think you're right about perhaps going around the wicket to create an angle to go back into it, but if he's going to stay over the wicket, then I think he's got to hit the bails or his back foot full. There is two options. As you say, he's not going to get his feet and get his pit to the pitch of the ball. He's just going to open himself up and say, well, if you pitch it short, I'm going to pull you, and if you pitch it full, I'm going to drive you or slap you through the offside.
Also, that pull is not necessarily off a very short delivery. He's just picking up the link very quickly and going after it.
And guess what? Throwing that slower ball now. Dangerous, yes. When you can go from quite high speeds to quite low speeds, as long as you don't show it, you could get him out.
When you've gone for 18, now you've gone for 6 in the next over. And I think it's an excellent point that you bring up. You have to be extremely brave to execute that and allow yourself to do it. Like at the top of your mark, you say to yourself, I'm going to go slower here. There's no time for second guessing.
Oh, it's not going to carry. It's not going to carry. Definitely came off bat or maybe even glove. 50 up for the Durban Heat. Good start for the home side. Remember, they're playing their first game. 2 rainouts up against a good Cape Town Blitz side, and they're off and running.
Yeah, change of pace and change of length from what he was bowling in his earlier spell in Durban. I think it's also an important point where your mind is quite it's a wide ball, still another ball left in the over, but I just think it's a 50-run partnership between the two, dominated by Vian Libber. Like I said earlier, SJ would be loving this period where he can just knock the ball around, rotate, strike, and give it to Vian Libber. But I just think he's got a bit of a frantic mind and forgetting about the slow ball, just trying to get back to things that he does well.
Shoveled away on the leg side. Single off the last ball. 9 from the over. 7 overs gone. 52 for 1.
The power play started so well for the Blitz, and then it went a little bit awry. Ian Loba decided to go after Andre Nokia. He took him for 18 in a particular over, and in fact, hit one onto the road. About trying to rein themselves in for the Blitz. It's difficult as these 2 left-handers gone about their work. Streaky faction, gone about their work nonetheless.
So in a good position. Remember, they're chasing 175 to win. You were talking about Greg McLequana, back to the bowl, right and left arm, coming into the attack now.
Nailed the surname, Bob, well done.
We're going to call him Greg from now on, but I'm not. McLequana? No, it's not too bad.
You nailed it. It's the next.
Looks like he's going to bowl off spin. Straight away. Reverse sweep. I'd love him to just swap in the middle of an over. Obviously, he'll have to tell the umpire he's swapping. Ball catch. Out. Great catch as well. McLequana into the attack and gets a wicket.
Good captaincy. He credits that wicket straight to the captain, Quinton de Kock, and says, you know what, you brought me on, I've created a breakthrough.
He does this beautifully, as you can see. There's an arm ball bowled just back of a leg, chip to, who's that? George Linder, great catch. I think that could possibly be his first wicket bowling right arm off spin in this competition.
Avea goes for 16, 52 for 2. McLequana bowled off spin in his last delivery and got a wicket. I don't think I've ever seen this in cricket, where he's now going to change. Well, he was trying to change the left arm. He's teasing us. Oh, he's bowling left arm. This
This is exactly why everybody around the world is watching the MSL, for the diversity it brings, a little bit of entertainment. This was off spin and a good catch and cover.
Here he goes to right top spin again.
Well, I've never seen it, ever.
Brilliant. I think it's fantastic.
I couldn't do it one way. Back to right arm. You can only see this in the Mzansi Super League. So wherever you're watching in the world, just watch this now. You do not see this very often.
Tom, I tried it against Rohit in India and it didn't work well. So they could have actually used Greg. He could have gone left arm spin to Rohit, because he was licking his lips every time I bowled him.
Let's have a closer look. This is the diversity he's brought in this particular over. Oh, look at the control, look at the execution and the belief. I tell you, that's not easy to do.
I've got goosebumps. Seriously, I love seeing that. Don't worry, he's gonna bowl the odd ball. Don't worry about that. Carry on. Gone for a maximum, don't worry. Wicket in the over, 9 runs in it as well. 8 gone, 61 for 2. Party time in Durban. Home team going well, 61 for 2, chasing 175. They need another 114 to win off 72 balls. Henrik Norkia to bowl his 3rd over. He's been expensive so far, 27 from 2. Well, let's get down to some reaction from pitch side. Udo, who have you got?
I've got Vernon Philander standing with me right here, who, by the way, was a member of the Durban Heat squad last year. Now, what's it like being back at home?
Always good coming back here, and it's always it's obviously good that we see some cricket being played here. Last year with a lot of rain-affected games, so yeah, it's good to be out here and good to see some game time.
You just had to mention the word rain. Now, there's a wonderful tussle out in the middle here between Vian Libbe and Henrik Norkia, being won by Henrik Norkia at the moment, rather Vian Libbe. If you were to have a word as a senior statesman of the game with Henrik, what would you be saying to him right now?
Yeah, I think he's obviously trying to bowl quicker on the snap of wicket. You want to take a bit of pace off, so yeah, that'd probably be first point of call. But in saying that, I think Libbe's played well. We got him out, which is key, obviously. So I don't know. So he's still betting. sorry. Yeah, we got
It's all right.
All right. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, I mean, I was obviously trying to get him out. To try and slow the momentum down. But yeah, I think probably a lot of cutters and slow balls in the middle period. Yeah.
From a bowling perspective, and the Blitz have wonderful depth in batting this season as well, but from a bowling perspective, so much variety. I want to talk about Matlokwana, who bowled the previous over. Obviously in the game, he's legally got a call when he changes hands. He's ambidextrous. In training, do you ever notice?
Something special, eh? Yeah, I mean, I faced him last week in the nets, and he bowled a couple of off spinners, and then he said to me, "No, I'm going to bowl left." I was like, "Are you kidding?" And it's actually landing him pretty well as well, to be fair. But yeah, in saying that, it's very special, and I mean, we need characters in the game, and we need people to obviously move forward in the game and try and obviously move the game forward, and I think that's obviously definitely one.
Ball played up in the air in between the two fielders. Big attempt at a catch, but it goes for 4. I think on that note, Vernie, entered the seat stuff. You go back to the dugout, and let's go back to commentary.
Well, it was an excellent effort. Liam Livingston, who nearly pulled off a sensational catch at mid-wicket. One-handed again would have been one of the best. He's an excellent fielder, Liam Livingston. Great to hear from Vernon Philander. Dodgy tash, I know exactly why. Obviously he's growing it, but it's dodgy. through all the stats at the moment to see how many times this has happened. Somebody has bowled left arm and right arm in a match. We know that Hanif Mohammed for Pakistan bowled to Garfield Sobers for the West Indies. Both left arm and right arm. It didn't work so well for Hanif because Garfield Sobers got 365 not out. Looking through the archives to see just how many times this has happened. I've never seen it. Apparently Graham Gooch has done it. Not so sure about that. One off the last ball. Expensive over, 11 runs from it. 9 gone, 72 for 2. For 2. 9 overs gone. It's going well at the moment for the Durban Heat. Quayle now bowling his left arm spin. Single off that first ball brings Vian Liver to strike. 49 not out. Now facing off spin.
Doesn't seem to get the same sort of shape that he does left arm, but it's valuable asset to have. One to stop. He's going to try to bowl more at the Liver stumps. Interesting to see how he goes about this right now.
Third T20 50 for Vian Liver. Good innings.
Yeah, great innings. He actually played for 2 teams last year. He was part of the Josie Stars and ended up with the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, and now playing for the Durban Heat. Finally getting his opportunity. Played pretty well. Great innings.
I don't want to talk too much over this. I just think this is brilliant. Left arm, right arm. And bowling against a good player of spin in Dane Villas, likes to sweep, reverse sweep. Absolutely exceptional from Matt Quayle.
Great piece of bowling. Dane Villas kind of busy against the spin. Great piece of bowling by Greg. Kept his cool, knowing that Dane Villas is going to come after him, but a great piece of bowling. I'd love Dom to repeat his surname, but that's Dane Villas gone. 8 of 8, 100% strike rate. The Durban Heat 76 for 3.
Moment in the game. So Dane Villas brings in David Muller. He's very experienced in this format, of course, has a wonderful strike rate and a very, very good average. Question is, can he do it under pressure here for his team? It's a really good over for Cape Town Blitz. 10 overs gone, 77-3. Run rate is getting close to 10 and over. Lost a few key wickets. Durban Heat, it's not over yet. Still a lot to go. It's a big target they're facing. 98 needed from 60 now. It's all about whether or not they can find a way to placate the Blitz under some pressure. I just feel like Blitz are starting to take hold of this game.
Well, in his last over as well, Norkia, inexpensive, gone for 38. It's getting him out of the way. The wicket. Remember why David Miller is here. Maclequana has been excellent. 2 for 14 off his 2 overs. But this is his left arm, quicker delivery. Sees the end of the experienced Dave Villas. So frustrated. Special from Maclequana.
Cold. Let's think about Dane Villas last year for the Jersey Stars. He would often bring himself at different stages in an innings. Sometimes bat number 5 and sometimes come earlier than that. And it worked really well for the Jersey Stars. The question is, have they got their batting order right today? Libba has been brilliant, but he needs somebody to bat with him.
Close. He was fine at the end. It took a while for Dale Steyn to get to the ball. It's been an excellent innings. He's been aggressive. He's been able to pick up short deliveries. He's dealt with poor delivery. He's able to put away. The Durban Heat are going to win this game. He has to bat all the way through.
Over from here. Dot. Now the batter's under pressure. It's the new batter in Miller. He knows the conditions really well. Generally favours mid-wicket, but can hit a powerful drive through the offside. Just having a look at this early on. Libba batting at the non-strikers end had come a long way down. Dale Steyn had the opportunity to run him out, but didn't realise the batter was so far out. Since then, he's moved on to a very good half-century. He's keeping this innings together.
I think Dale Steyn doesn't want this to be on the big screen. Just doesn't want to keep being reminded that, oh, players nowadays like to take the ball when there's a run out in front of the stumps to give them momentum. You've also got to try and take the bails off. I think he realised he made a mistake.
Absolutely brilliant over. After the wicket falls, just 3 runs from the over, 80 for 3. they were 77 for 3, which meant they needed 98 to win. Most they've done in the last 10 overs Durban Heat is 126. Now, they have done it before. They average around 88 in the last 10 overs. Of course, it's great that the MSL is being broadcast all around the world. Wherever you are joining us, thanks very much for your company. Going around to the UK, India, all the way through South Africa as well.
I think when you are watching this, remember Ian Bishop in the World T20 when he said, remember the name, Carlos Brathwaite, remember this man's name, even if I can't pronounce it as well as it should do. Greg Maclakwana.
You pronounce it 100 different ways, it's getting closer though.
Just remember this man's name. Something special has happened today.
A little short on this occasion, and it was the maximum that was needed.
Poor delivery, you've got to get them if you're going to bowl left and right arm. This one is just dragged down a fraction. Liver picks up to hit his third maximum. Talented young man though, this bowler. 2 for 23 so far.
Crowd getting into it now in the chase as well. Every runner's being applauded. They want their team to get home. They know how important David Miller is. Liver needs a partner. Slower through the air on this occasion. Good over for the home side. 12 runs coming from it. 92.
Just see that the Durban Heat just slightly falling away on them worms. You see how Cape Town just then pushed on. Durban Heat can't allow now Cape Town to just get a grip of this game. 92 for 3. That's why Quinton de Kock has decided he needs a wicket. And it's gone to one of the most experienced men around in Dale Steyn.
Done an excellent first couple of overs. Kept it very quiet. It's good running between the wickets, but that is an option on that side with a longer boundary to the leg side.
Let's see what's got to come next. Ravi Bhatara, experience, Pepper Quayle. Maharaju, say he's the out-and-out batsman. So the Durban Heat are going to win this game. I expect they need a partnership now, and then that man, the finisher. Whether he likes the name, he is the finisher. From 46 deliveries, so you just feeling there's a bit of pressure just building up on the Durban Heat now. Even though the last over was a good over, went for 12. Are they thinking they need to attack Steyn?
beautifully. Not too often Dale Steyn will be hit for 6, and that'll bring up the 100.
That's his strength. And Rainsford was telling you that a little bit earlier, that he swivels that front leg out of it. Look, gets rid of that right leg and times it, gets it straight as well. There is a man out. Liam Livingston was out at mid-wicket. This one goes straighter and he flies it all the way. 100 up.
Oh, they're going to take a run. It's risky. Needed a direct throw. Just took a little long from the fielder, though, to release the ball. Vian Liver up to 7.